Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I'm the owner of seasonandserveblog.com. Today I am really excited because we are doing a food video. Well, it's more of a beverage video, but you guys, you know what I mean. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 different hot chocolate recipes that'll totally warm you up this cozy holiday season. In addition to the hot chocolate recipes, I'm also going to be showing you 3 cookie recipes that pair perfectly with each hot chocolate recipe. This video is part of my 12 Days of Christmas series that's going on over on my blog, so head over there to see either a blog post or a YouTube video every day for the next 12 days leading up to Christmas. So if you're not following me over there, head over and give me a follow. The link to my blog is in the description box below. And of course, if you like today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because there's going to be a lot more holiday videos in our series this year. First up, we are going to be making a festive peppermint hot chocolate. The base for all the hot chocolate recipes will begin with some milk as well as some cream. I'm adding these to a sauce pot over medium-high heat and gently bringing it to a simmer. To get that chocolate flavor, I'm adding some cocoa powder as well as some dark chocolate chips. And you can use milk chocolate chips here if you like. Simply just whisk everything and bring it together until it is nice and smooth. I really like to use a whisk because it breaks up all the little bits of cocoa powder and really gets everything really incorporated. Once the hot chocolate has come up to a simmer, I like to finish it with a dash of peppermint extract to give it that delicious peppermint flavor. Once everything is mixed together, just remove it from the stove, pour it into a mug, and garnish it with some marshmallows and a candy cane. And there we have our peppermint hot chocolate. To go along with our peppermint hot chocolate, we are going to be making some gluten-free peppermint crinkle cookies. And these are great on their own, but they pair especially well with this hot chocolate recipe. Into the bowl of a stand mixer, I am adding 1 egg and we're gonna go ahead and whisk it. Once all the egg is broken up, I'm going to add in some sugar. I'm gonna beat the eggs and sugar over high speed until the mixture becomes a very light pale yellow color. When you lift the whisk out of the mixture, it should form a nice smooth ribbon. Next, I am adding some melted dark chocolate along with a dash of balsamic vinegar as well as peppermint extract. Once those are added, just mix everything together and then add cocoa powder. Make sure you do this over low speed or else you will end up in a cloud of cocoa powder. And next, add some powdered sugar, again on low speed, followed by some cornstarch. The cornstarch in this recipe really helps to thicken the cookie batter and helps the cookies keep their shape as they bake. To shape the cookies, use a tablespoon to scoop out the dough and roll it in between your hands just like you're making meatballs. Once it's rolled out into a golf ball size round, simply roll it in some extra powdered sugar until it is fully coated and place it onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. For this recipe and all the other recipes that I'm doing today, I will have the full measurements and directions on my blog, and the link to that is in the description box below. To bake the cookies, just put them in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. When they come out of the oven, they will be really delicate, so let them cool on the baking pan for about 5 minutes before transferring them to a cooling rack to fully cool. Once these peppermint crinkle cookies are fully cooled, you can serve them alongside your peppermint hot chocolate. Next up, we are going to make a white hot chocolate. And again, the base begins the same way as before with some milk as well as some cream. Next, I'm adding in some white chocolate chips, followed by some vanilla extract. Whisk everything to combine, and once it's come up to a simmer, pour it into a mug and garnish it with some whipped cream and marshmallows. To go along with the white hot chocolate, we are going to be making an Earl Grey shortbread cookie. So the pairing is reminiscent of a London fog latte. So to begin making this cookie, add some cubes of butter into a stand mixer along with some salt and beat until fully combined. Next, I'm adding in some powdered sugar along with some Earl Grey tea leaves. For my tea leaves, I like to buy organic ones, especially for this recipe because you are going to be eating the tea leaves directly. So beat all that in the blender until it's fully combined, and then add in half of your flour mixture. Adding the flour in stages helps it really to combine in the dough a lot more easier. Once all the flour is incorporated, the dough will look really crumbly, but when you push it together with your fingers, it'll stick together. Next, scoop the dough out onto a piece of plastic wrap and form it into a disc shape. Then simply wrap it and chill it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to set up. After 30 minutes, remove the dough from the fridge and roll it out on a lightly floured surface with a rolling pin. You can cut out the cookies into any shape that you like, but today I chose a star cookie cutter. When you're ready to bake, just put them in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 to 10 minutes or until the bottoms become nice and golden brown. Once the Earl Grey shortbread cookies are done, serve them warm alongside your delicious white hot chocolate. Finally, we will be making my favorite hot chocolate recipe, a Nutella hot chocolate. For the hot chocolate, we are starting again with our milk and our cream in a sauce pot over medium-high heat. And next we're adding a big, generous scoop of Nutella to the pot. And here I've used about 3 tablespoons worth, but you can add as much or as little as you like. Simply just whisk everything to combine, and when it's come to a simmer, remove it from the heat and garnish it with some whipped cream and some chocolate shavings. Now for those of you who love Nutella, this hot chocolate recipe is for you. Now if that Nutella hot chocolate recipe wasn't amazing enough on its own, we are going to be pairing it with a very Italian inspired cookie, and I like to call these my Italian hazelnut and pistachio cookies. To start making the dough, add some butter into a stand mixer along with some white sugar and beat them until everything is fully combined. Next, add 1 egg followed by some baking powder, orange zest, and a splash of vanilla into the mixer and mix everything until combined. At this point, the batter will look a little bit lumpy, but don't worry about it, it'll come together once you add in the flour. Again, I'm going to be adding our flour in stages, so I'm adding half now, followed by my chopped hazelnuts and my chopped pistachios, and then adding the rest of the flour when it's combined. At this point, you will see the dough come together and will be really soft. Next, we want to chill the dough before we bake it, so dump the dough out onto some plastic wrap and form it into a long log shape using your hands. Wrap the dough in the plastic wrap and place it in the fridge for at least an hour. Once the dough has chilled, unwrap it from the plastic wrap and use a sharp knife to trim the ends. Next, cut 1 centimeter thick slices and place it on a parchment-lined baking tray. When you're ready to bake the cookies, simply preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and bake them between anywhere from 14 to 18 minutes or until the bottoms have become nice and golden brown. Once the cookies are done, you can serve them alongside your Nutella hot chocolate and you will have a very traditional and very Italian inspired hot chocolate and cookie pairing. So that is it for today. I really hope you guys enjoy these hot chocolate recipes and these cookie recipes during the holidays with your friends and family and all winter long. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!